You just caused an accident. Your heart is pounding. The airbags did not go off, but you know the damage is bad. And then a second wave of panic hits. Your insurance is going to skyrocket. For the next 3 to 5 years, you will be paying for this mistake, unless you have accident forgiveness. But here is the question that nobody asks until it is too late. Does accident forgiveness actually save you money? Or is it just another marketing trick to get you to pay higher premiums for something you might never use? I have looked under the hood of every major insurer's accident forgiveness programs, and the answer is not what you think. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how accident forgiveness works, the hidden costs that most agents never explain, and whether you should buy it, skip it, or try to earn it for free. I will break down the difference between accident forgiveness that prevents a rate hike and accident forgiveness that simply waives a fee. I will give you the exact dollar amounts where it makes sense and where it is a complete waste of money. And I will tell you about the one loophole that gives you accident forgiveness for free just by being a safe driver for a few years. Let me start with the most important fact that insurance companies do not want you to know. Accident forgiveness does not mean your rates will never go up after an accident. That is right. Even with accident forgiveness, your premium can still increase. How? Because insurance companies raise rates for entire groups of drivers based on loss trends. If everyone in your zip code is having more accidents, your rate goes up even if your specific accident is forgiven. Accident forgiveness only prevents the surcharge that would be applied directly to your policy because of your at-fault accident. It does not protect you from broader market increases. So if your insurer raises rates by 10% across the board next year, you still pay that 10%. Accident forgiveness only shields you from the additional 20 to 40% surcharge that would have been added on top of that. Now, let me break down the 3 main types of accident forgiveness you will find in the market. Understanding the difference is the key to knowing whether you are getting a good deal. Type 1 is the most common. It is called loyalty-based accident forgiveness. Insurers like Allstate, Liberty Mutual, and many others offer this for free after you have been with them for a certain number of years without an accident. Usually 3 to 5 years. If you cause an accident after that period, they waive the surcharge. You do not pay extra for this coverage. It is a reward for loyalty. This type absolutely saves you money if you ever have an accident because you get the benefit for free. The only catch is that if you switch insurers, your clock resets. So you have to decide whether the potential future benefit is worth staying with a potentially more expensive insurer today. Type 2 is purchased accident forgiveness. You pay an extra premium each month, usually $5 to $15, to add accident forgiveness to your policy. This is offered by Progressive, GEICO, Nationwide, and others. You get the benefit immediately, no waiting period. But you are paying for it every single month regardless of whether you ever use it. The question is whether that monthly fee is worth the potential savings after an accident. Type 3 is claim forgiveness, which is different from accident forgiveness. Claim forgiveness waives the surcharge for any claim under a certain dollar amount, often $500 or $1,000. This is almost never worth buying because the surcharge on a small claim is small anyway. You are better off just paying for small repairs out of pocket and avoiding the claim altogether. Now here is where it gets interesting. Let me give you the real math on whether purchased accident forgiveness is worth it. Let us say you pay an extra $10 per month for accident forgiveness. That is $120 per year. Over 5 years, you pay $600. Now let us say you have an at-fault accident in year 3. Without accident forgiveness, your premium might go up by 30% for 3 years. If your base premium is $150 per month, a 30% increase is $45 per month. Over 3 years, that is $1,620 in extra premiums. So paying $600 to avoid a $1,620 surcharge saves you $1,020. That is a good deal, but here is the problem. Most people never have an at-fault accident. According to insurance data, the average driver has an at-fault accident about once every 17 years. If you pay for accident forgiveness for 17 years at $10 per month, you pay $2,040, and you never use it. That is money down the drain. So purchased accident forgiveness is a bet. You are betting that you will have an accident during the time you are paying for it. Statistically, most people lose that bet. However, there is a twist. The average cost of an accident forgiveness endorsement is often lower than $10 per month. Progressive, for example, charges around $6 to $8 per month for accident forgiveness in many states. Geico charges around $5 to $10. At $6 per month over 10 years, you pay $720. That is a much smaller bet. And if you are a newer driver or someone who commutes in heavy traffic, your odds of an accident are higher. So the value depends on your personal risk profile. Let me give you a real-world example. A driver in Texas named Mike had a clean record for 8 years. His premium was $130 per month. He added accident forgiveness for $7 per month. In year 2 of having it, he rear-ended someone at a stoplight. His insurance paid for the other driver's car, about $4,000. Without accident forgiveness, his premium would have jumped to $190 per month for 3 years. That extra $60 per month over 36 months is $2,160. He paid $84 for 2 years of accident forgiveness. He saved over $2,000. For Mike, it was a home run. Now consider a driver in Ohio named Lisa. She has been driving for 20 years with no accidents. She adds accident forgiveness at $8 per month and keeps it for 12 years before she finally has a minor fender bender. She paid $1,152 in accident forgiveness premiums. Her rate increase after the accident would have been about $50 per month for 3 years, or $1,800. She saved about $650. That is still a positive, but not a huge win. If she had her accident in year 15, she would have paid even more and might have broken even or lost. The pattern interrupt here is that you can often get accident forgiveness for free just by being a loyal customer. Allstate offers accident forgiveness after 5 years accident-free. Liberty Mutual offers it after 3 years. State Farm does not offer accident forgiveness per se, but they have a program called Drive Safe and Save that can reduce the impact of an accident. And here is the secret that most agents will never tell you. Even if you do not have accident forgiveness, you can often negotiate with your insurer after an accident. If you have been a customer for many years with no previous claims, you can ask them to waive the surcharge as a one-time courtesy. Many insurers will do this, especially if you threaten to switch companies. I have seen this work dozens of times. You call and say, "I have been with you for 7 years without a single claim. I made one mistake. Can you please waive the surcharge as a loyalty gesture?" Sometimes they say yes. Sometimes they reduce the surcharge from 40% to 10%. It is always worth asking. Now let me talk about the downsides of accident forgiveness that no one mentions. First, accident forgiveness typically only applies to your first accident. If you have a second at-fault accident, you are on your own. Second, accident forgiveness does not remove the accident from your driving record. The accident still shows up on your clue report. That means if you switch insurers after the accident, even with accident forgiveness from your current insurer, the new insurer will see the accident and will likely charge you a higher rate. So accident forgiveness only protects you as long as you stay with the same company. If you switch, you lose the benefit. That is a major hidden trap. Third, some accident forgiveness programs have dollar limits. They might forgive the surcharge only if the claim is under a certain amount, say $10,000. A serious accident with major injuries could still trigger a rate hike. So what should you do? Let me give you a decision tree. If your insurer offers free accident forgiveness after a few years of loyalty, do nothing. You already have it. Just make sure you know how many years you need to qualify. Mark that date on your calendar. If your insurer offers purchased accident forgiveness for less than $8 per month, and you are a newer driver, or you have a long commute, or you drive in heavy traffic, consider buying it. The expected value is positive for higher-risk drivers. If your insurer offers purchased accident forgiveness for more than $10 per month, and you have been driving for over 10 years without an accident, skip it. You are statistically unlikely to need it, and the cumulative premiums will probably exceed the potential surcharge. If you are a young driver under 25, your accident surcharge will be massive, often 50 to 100%. For you, purchased accident forgiveness is almost always worth it, even at $15 per month. One accident could double your premium from $200 to $400 per month for 3 years. That is $7,200 in extra premiums. Paying a few $100s for accident forgiveness is a no-brainer. Let me also address the differences between the US, Canada, and the UK. In the US, accident forgiveness is widely available as both a free loyalty perk and a purchased endorsement. In Canada, accident forgiveness is also common, but the rules vary by province. In Ontario, for example, accident forgiveness is often an optional endorsement that protects your first at-fault accident. In the UK, the concept is different. UK insurers do not typically offer accident forgiveness in the same way. Instead, they have something called Protected No Claims Bonus. You pay an extra fee to protect your no claims discount, usually for an additional premium of around £20 to £50 per year. If you have an accident, your discount is protected, meaning you keep your discount level. This is similar to accident forgiveness but applies to the discount rather than preventing a surcharge. If you have a high no claims bonus of 5 years or more, protecting it is usually worth it because losing that discount could cost you hundreds of pounds per year. Let me give you a final real-world comparison. Two drivers with identical profiles. Driver A buys accident forgiveness at $8 per month for 10 years. He pays $960. He never has an accident. He wasted $960. Driver B skips accident forgiveness. He saves $960 over 10 years. He then has an accident. His premium goes from $150 to $210 for 3 years, an extra $60 per month, $2,160. He now regrets not buying accident forgiveness. The difference is that driver A paid $960 for peace of mind. Driver B gambled and lost. There is no right answer for everyone. You have to decide based on your risk tolerance. Let me recap the key takeaways. Number 1, accident forgiveness only prevents the accident surcharge, not general rate increases. Number 2, for accident forgiveness after a few years of loyalty is always a good thing. Number 3, Purchased accident forgiveness is a bet. It saves you money if you have an accident, costs you money if you do not. Number 4. If you are a young driver or a high-mileage driver, the bet is in your favor. Buy it. Number 5. If you have been driving for over 10 years without an accident, the bet is against you. Skip it. Number 6. Even without accident forgiveness, you can sometimes negotiate a waiver of the surcharge as a one-time courtesy. Number 7. Accident forgiveness typically does not transfer if you switch insurers. Your new insurer will see the accident on your record. Number 8. In the UK, protect your no-claims bonus if you have 5 or more years of discount. Here is what I want you to do right now. Open your insurance policy or call your agent. Find out if you already have accident forgiveness and whether it is free or paid. If it is paid, ask how much it costs per month. Then ask how long you have been with the company without an accident. Use the decision tree I just gave you. If the math says drop it today. If the math says keep it, keep it. And either way, put a reminder on your phone every year to revisit this decision. Your risk profile changes as you age and as you drive fewer